Hey YouTube, Wheelchair21 here, and this is Doyle's Digivolution Week. Doyle's Digivolution Week will start off with Greymon to Metal Greymon. Well, back in 1997, 1998, when Digimon first came over, one of the first few waves of toys was the Digivolution toys with the small PVC toys. The Digivolution toys were first Greymon, Patamon, and Garurumon. Anjumon, I'm going to skip in this review because somehow I've mysteriously come to have lost his staff. Well, anyways, in the first part of this week, starting with Greymon. The Greymon toy is the first Digivolution week is the first Digimon I ever got. As you can see, his little butt compartment here, which is really his metal Greymon tail, over time got loose and likes to pop out, so it looks like he's taking a dump or is about to rape something. The toy, he's really fat. He is a really fat Greymon in this mode. And I gotta say, I don't like it, but I do like that the actual tail does not hinder the toy in anywhere, where when you see Metal Greymon, it eventually sort of hinders the toy, depending on how you place the feet, or at least make him look when he's walking, which is one of the huge things. When you you have some ability to open the mouth, but with the other arm in there for Metal Greymon, it kind of hinders how the mouth dwells. The arms, well, the left arm is a little bit bigger than the right arm. The legs, well, the legs are pretty even and centered. The way to start digivolving it, I usually say, is start with the tail. The tail unfolds and will eventually flip over when you reveal the wings. But once you unfold it, I usually lock it in place just to be a little base and stepping stone. And also I swivel the legs about and then swivel the foot around on its joint. These toys are really simple. I mean, they're the easiest thing to transform at times compared to other seasons. I mean, I think one of the hardest ones to digivolve out of all mine that I've ever had was probably the War Greymons, the Metal Garurumons, which were like the last of the line later on, and that was a difficult thing. This tail, I don't know why they never decided to make it looser or more to the bend to it, more give, which is a pain in the ass. Once you get that done, you're gonna need to pull the spine out, and there's practically everything you need for Metal Greymon. You pull up the head, pull out the arm. You really got to pull that arm out. So you got to try to make sure the Metal Greymon skull does not get in the way at all times. You pull carefully. Usually you need the right hand. Get the arm out. You spin the arm around, along with the torso. The torso flips, revealing you the Giga Smasher, the Giga Blaster, whatever you would like to call it. Whatever the right term is for it in America. Switch the arms around. Pull the arm out. Pull the helmet up. Lock it into place. Lock it into place. Make sure the horn locks through the. Make sure the horn locks through the hole here, or you're not going to get it on correctly. Once it's locked in correctly, I believe you should be able to lock it in back onto its pegs once again. Once it's locked on its pegs, that's when I like to make sure it's standing correctly. In the show, it's supposed to be more of a bend over thing that he does. He's more bent over. Actually, this Metal Greymon is able to walk a little better, is seen to walk better than actual Greymon is in the show, in a sense. Later on, they correct it by making both Metal Greymon and regular Greymon walking in the same style. The wings then fold over, which is really the original tail. The wings fold down. He never really flew on these wings. He used them more for like gliding, more for jumping, which was kind of weird. I didn't understand that gimmick. I think it was probably the coolest, though, Digivolution, first of the Ultimates in the show, next to Where Garurumon, because it used CGI. The CGI Digivolutions were usually the cooler ones, the coolest ones in the show. And this was one of my favorite toys growing up as a kid. I think the funniest thing is that it actually gives you the Giga Smasher gimmick, so you can actually stand up and do Giga Smasher. The claw is actually pretty posable in a sense. It's not it doesn't fire, like it doesn't extend like it would in the show at times to be like a tow cable. The mouth gimmick is still there. It still has the nice 30 degree, 15 degree angle. that it can open up to. And it's a really great toy. I mean, it's one of my favorite toys from my childhood. Originally, I was going to sell it, but seeing that it's the first one I ever got, I'm keeping it. I'm going to sell my War Greymon and Metal Garurumon. My Metal Garurumon, one of the ball joints got worn like it would on any Digimon. But this one seems to be one of my better ones to stay in good shape, and never really wear out on me. Except for its butt, which is its second tail. Um, I gotta say, I heard from what Darkon was telling me, he was saying that as a child, both of his that he ever had, because him and his brother had one, and his cousin had one, their wings either broke or their jaw either broke. I don't know much about how these would break, but I could see how, I guess, over time they can break. I mean, they're just like the peg gimmicks, like the really loose joint systems that you would eventually see on toys, where it's just like a small little rod or peg through a hole to hold shit in. And I could see how this could break apart. I could see how this could be weird. I mean, this toy is great. I mean, you technically don't want to show Greymon like this. I mean, Greymon always came at you kind of like this, at an angle like this, to be like Metal Greymon and stuff. So the right way for like the Digivolution gimmick would be like hold them out like that, and you got Metal Greymon. I mean, great toy, great figure. Digivolution is easy. It's the easiest you can get. Um, uh, I like the figure. I would actually rank it at least a 5 on nostalgia. Um, 5 on at least a lot of posability, a lot of articulation in a sense. Or at least a 4 for an articulation for a toy back in the 90s. And or 4 or 5 for articulation for toys in the 90s, also being for a transforming gimmick. So 5 nostalgia, 5 on articulation for a 90s toy, early 2000 toy, and 5 for just being awesome because he's Metal Greymon. Look forward to Garurumon to wear Garurumon Digivolution in the next part of Digivolution week, and I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.